Great morning, friends, and welcome back to Building Blocks, a show where we teach kingdom fundamentals on building a spiritual house. My husband and I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in this morning or whatever time of day it is where you are listening. And above all else, we want to give all honor and glory to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My husband and I do not take this opportunity lightly. It is such a blessing and an honor to be able to encourage and uplift the Father's kingdom. Family, if you missed last week's podcast or any of our past episodes, you can find them on our website at www.buildingblocks916.com. If you have any prayer requests, testimonies, or you want to be on our show, you can email us at buildingblocks.916@gmail.com. Listen, family, this week, forget your shine on. We don't have a guest, but what we do have is my handsome stud muffin of a husband, TFL. He's going to just bless us with what the Father is doing in and through this ministry. He's going to give some updates, some announcements. So you guys stay tuned. And guess what? You are in for a treat because this week I get to take the passenger seat and my husband is going to drive us on in with a lesson. His first lesson done on Building Blocks. I'm just so excited about the word the Father has given him. So y'all prepare your hearts and your minds because you are about to be blessed. Stay tuned.
Alright, thank you for the announcements. Now here's the segment called Get Your Shine On, where we allow artists to come on and showcase their talent. And today, man, I'm excited because, man, we finna let Building Blocks get its shine on today. You feel me? So basically, all I'm gonna be doing today is just letting y'all know what's going on, you know, with our ministry and what we have going on with us right now. It's a lot that we got going on, and man, we are super excited about the things that God is doing in our life right now and doing in our whole situation right now. So, you know, we just want to let everybody know what's coming up, and so y'all can, you know, get ready for it. So basically, I'm super excited right now because my wife, she just finished her book and it's finna be released next month, and I am juiced. So you guys get ready for that. The title of it is He Teaches Me to War with My Hands. And man, when I say it's gonna be something powerful, man, y'all better get ready for that one. So look, that we're gonna have that on our website. You'll be able to also pre-order it. So once we get everything set up with that, we'll be letting you guys know. But you know, we just giving you a heads up on that. Also, I have my album dropping next month. Also, towards the actually the end of this month, I'm gonna drop my album the end of this month, and the title of that is called The New World. And man, I'm super juiced about that. Man, shout out to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, helped out and played a part with it to you know, help it get done. You know, shout out to everybody that played a part. I'm not gonna give out no names because I want to surprise everybody so that, you know, so when y'all hear it, y'all gonna be like, man. But man, when I tell you it's gonna be fire, it's gonna be fire. Y'all just be ready for that. Once again, it's called The New World. Another thing that we have going on, we're going to be having shirts available on our website pretty soon. So you guys can be able to go purchase those. We're going to have a lot of merchandise coming up. We also have with our mailing list. Once we get the shirts up and running, we're going to have it in our mailing list for you to sign up. Once you sign up to our mailing list, we'll send you a little Building Blocks care package. You know, it might have a shirt in it, might have a mug in it, it might have, you never know what it might be. So, you know, just make sure you sign up to the mailing list. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for tuning in to Get Your Shine On. Next week we'll turn it back up. We're gonna have some artists on next week. Of course, you know I ain't gonna let you know who it is right now. I'm gonna surprise you when the time comes. But just know that we finna turn up. So that's pretty much it. That you guys are tuning in. Oh yeah, and the song of the day, the song of this week is gonna be Mr. PICKNEY, and the name of the title is Faith Over Fear. Shout out to Mr. PICKNEY, shout out to his whole camp, shout out to Peculiar Creatures, Grown Man's Club, shout out to all them folks out there. One love, man. Peace out, y'all.
Chill, turn me up a little bit that day. Chill. Come on, y'all, just rock with me one time, y'all. We're gonna slow it down a little bit.
Fear not, for he is always with you.
He came for the lost, not the false. Shedded his blood before counting the cost. Never said it was a thin line between truth and false. It is what it is at all costs.
It is what it is.
How can you push your lie and be eye to eye with the one that for your sins died?
For real.
They'd rather we live a lie than die with truth. Never cared when you was doing you.
Never cared at all.
They say park it there, favor ain't fair. I say light comes with the glare.
Cheer.
I tell him it's power in the name, fire in the flame. Not to mention the forerunner before he came. Bigger than every care at all, bear it all. Loved us enough to warn us before the fall. You not only talk the talk, you walk the walk. So now we can walk by faith when they rather we doubt.
Faith over fear.
They say park it there, favor ain't fair. I say light comes with the glare. I tell him it's power in the name, fire in the flame. Not to mention the forerunner before he came. Bigger than every care at all, bear it all. Love us enough to warn us before the fall.
Love y'all.
You not only talk the talk, you walk the walk. So now we can walk by faith when they rather we doubt.
Faith over
I
fear.
tell them faith, they sell them fear. With the hopes the truth draw them near. You told us we perish for the lack of.
What you told us.
So they see the hate and despise love.
Yeah.
Turn the truth into a lie, so you parted the sides. They did it in your name, never eye to eye.
Never eye to eye.
It's the righteous that availeth much. Then it's the sword with the double-edged cut. See, we fight not against flesh and blood. The faker the news, the more the lie does. That whether we fear man, question God. Call us rebels if we find it odd. I told her to fear no man but God.
No man but
the
God.
grass is much greener, plus I like the odds. Double down on faith, let the haters doubt. Every step you order, we taking a mile.
Faith over fear.
They say park it there, favor ain't fair. I say light comes with the glare. I tell him it's power in the name, fire in the flame. Not to mention the forerunner before he came. Bigger than every care at all, bear it all. Love us enough to warn us before the fall.
Love y'all.
You not only talk the talk, you walk the walk. So now we can walk by faith when they rather we doubt.
So don't you worry, cast your cares on me. Cause all you need is some faith the size of a mustard seed. God is good and all the time he is right here. So don't you worry, he'll give you courage to choose faith over fear.
I point him to the greater in me. We plant, we water, but you increase. Nothing new under, no blemish, no blunder. So when I'm weaker, you're stronger. Never my might, always your will.
Your will, Lord.
Help me see what you see, feel what you feel. When they see me, let them see you. So they can see what love look like when it's true. Park it there so they can see favors fair. Right side of the throne, join heirs. When we say hope is dope, it's not to provoke. We decrease so you can do the most. The battle was never ours, they want to devour. So when we turn to our first love, shifting the power. We come bearing your name at a time when it's strange. Talking faith over fear, some murmur and complain. Cheer.
Dream life.
Welcome back, Building Blocks. It's your boy TFL. I'm in the building today. We're gonna change it up today, y'all. We're gonna start a new segment. The first segment was, about God. Now we finna tune into the family part of it. And it all starts with us listening. So this right here, I'm titling this one, When God Speaks, Listen, or You Will Become Salty. And we coming from Genesis 19. I'm going to go from 12 to 26. I'm not going to do every verse. I want you to go read it for yourself. But I'm just going to pretty much pinpoint a few key factors that caught my attention when I read this. And I actually did this before. Me and my wife had did a class probably about a year and a half ago, and it always stuck with me when I did this. And I just wanted to share this with y'all because it's so vital that we use everything that God sends us. So, I just thank God for the revelation, and I pray that it reaches whoever it's supposed to reach, and it brings revelation to you guys also. So we're gonna start from Genesis 19:12, and it says, "And the man said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place." The reason why that stood out to me is because when that place could be anything. It could be your situation. It could be your lifestyle. It could be your habits that you have. And in order for you to elevate, God's gonna have to take you out of that. But not only take you out of that, He's gonna take you and everything that's attached to you out of that also. Because He's not gonna leave nobody behind that's not supposed to be left behind. So, with that being said, understand that when we listen to God and God comes to us, He's coming to us for us and also for our people. He's coming for us and our bloodline. Because when He's getting ready to break those generational curses, He's breaking those for us and the next generation and the generation after that. So we have to really, take heed to that also, that when God comes to us and He's getting us out of these things, really listen to what He's telling you so you can come out of those things. So your family can come out of those things. So, just really take heed to that. Another thing that I had got out of that was that God will bring somebody in your path. And just like with these men were actually angels. They came in there because of Lot. They came in there because of Lot. Because Abraham had prayed and he asked God to spare them. When God came to Abraham and told him that He was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham came to him and said, well, what about my nephew Lot? What about him and his family? And he said, if there's one good person in there, then I will spare him. And it was Lot. And when they went in there, and they told Lot what the business was, and Lot and his family, they came out. Now, when we go down to Genesis 19:20, now it says, "Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. It is not a little one, and my soul shall live." What I got out of that was God will use the littlest things to help us get out of a big situation. We just have to pay attention to the little things. It wasn't a big city. It wasn't a medium city. It was a little small city. But it was right on the outskirts of Sodom and Gomorrah. But it was enough to get them away from the danger that was about to happen. Because the whole purpose was to get them out of that situation and bring them into a new situation. So we have to really pay attention to, the things that surround us also. because the littlest things could be those things that either keep us in bondage or get us out of bondage. So that right there stood out to me also. Like I said, this right here, all I'm doing is just pinpointing certain scriptures that stood out to me that might stand out to you also. But I really want you to go read this for yourself though. Another thing that I got out of that though was just like with same thing with Abraham later on and his son. You know, when he took his son up there to sacrifice him, right before he got ready to do it, God stopped him. And when he looked over, it was a ram in the bush, a little ram, a little city. God will use the littlest things. Like I just said, he will use the littlest things to help you get out of those big situations that you are in. But we just have to pay attention to the small things. Okay. Another thing that I got was when I looked at Genesis 19:22, it says, "Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Therefore, the name of the city is Zor." I guess I don't know what Zor. I gotta really look deeper into Zor. But what I got out of that part was God can't do anything unless we make our effort also. Like he said, I cannot do anything till you come thither, until you come out of there, until you make the decision to take that first step. God can't do anything. He can't make nothing happen until you make that decision to let him guide you out of that situation. That's what I got out of that. Also in verse 23, it said, "The sun was risen up upon the earth when Lot entered into Zor." Now, what I got out of that is the miracle can't manifest until you come out of your situation. But when you come out of that situation, the sun will rise when you enter into your new place, into your new situation. And another thing is, everything was done in the dark. Everything was done at night. And a lot of people hear that. But when people hear that, they think of, oh, well, it was done in secrecy. It was done, a lot of things you have to do in secrecy. And no, that's not what that meant. What I got out of that was that God is bringing you out of that darkness. God is bringing you out of whatever situation that is dark, whatever situation that is not holy, whatever situation that is not of him, because God is light. God is not of dark. So that's why when they went into the new city, into their new situation, the sun rose, because now there's light. Now you're walking in his purpose, in his path, in his destiny that he has for you. So that's what I got out of that. And like I said, I really hope y'all go and read this for yourselves also. But another thing that I got was Genesis 19:24-26. It says, "Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground." This was the key thing that stuck with me though. "But his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt." Key word. His wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. What I got from that was the Lord will rain down on any situation you have and get you out of it and bring you into safety. But when he's doing his work, don't look back. Let the past be the past. Let it go. We have to let things go. All situations, whether it's a situation that you having with a loved one, whether it's a situation that you having at your job, financial, anything, any situation that you having that's not of God and that's bringing you turmoil. Once God comes in and he intervenes, let it go. Give it to him Let it go. Don't look back. Because if you look back, you're going to become salty. We have a lot of salty people out here because of the simple fact that they don't let things go. And they constantly looking back at their past. They constantly looking back at what this person did, what that person did. And we have to let it go so we could be able to move on into our new city, into our new destiny. So don't look back. Don't look back, because it ain't gonna do nothing but make you salty. So that's what I got out of that. Look, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for tuning in. I know this is a little different. This is my first time doing this. And I just thank God that he used me like he did, even though I was a little nervous about doing it because I'm not used to doing this. But I really thank you guys for listening. Just wait till next week. It's going to get better and better and better. But thank you for tuning in. Like I always say, keep God first. Thank you guys. Love you.
Wow, husband. Yes. Fire. Holy Spirit fire all over this place. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for what you're positioning to allow the Father to do through you. I've been telling you that you have a gift when it comes to breaking down the word, and that's exactly what you did today. I know y'all fired up, building blocks. I'm fired up. So let me get to some things that I heard, and I have 11 things here, so I'm not gonna go through them all for the sake of time. But the first thing that I got is you said it all starts with listening. And for me, that was just confirmation of a prophetic word Father gave me, that we're to listen to hear, not hear to listen. And see, when you are listening to hear, you can discern when the voice of God is trying to save you or deliver you from a place, right? Deliver you and what's attached to you from a place. It also allows you to recognize the people that he places in your path to help bring you out as well. So that was huge. Also, I heard when you talked about Abraham's prayer, it was what I heard is never underestimate the power of intercession, right? Because a lot of times we can be in situations, and because we're in the thick of it, we can't see or we can't discern what is really going on. But Father will place people to cover us in outside places. And it was Abraham's prayer and his boldness to go to the Father that allowed the Father to position the angels to go in there and save this family, right? I like how you said that God will use the little things to help us escape from a big, dangerous situation. And that he is the God of little things, only because through the little things, his power and his strength can become manifested. And so that was so big. You said pay attention to the small things. A lot of times we get so busy that we don't pay attention to the small things. And the things that we deem as small are not small in the Father's eyes. So to be able to sit still and hear from him, to be able to obey what he is telling us to do, that is so powerful, because just that whisper is saying, get out. Just that whisper is saying, don't look back, is sometimes what's necessary to free us and all the generations attached to us, to really get loose. It says God needs us to make the decision to take the first step. See, even when them angels came, Lot had to make a choice. Am I going to take the step and follow them, or am I going to fight and dig my heels into the dirt where I stand right now? So it took that decision to take that first step. Now, you said the sun will rise when you enter into your new situation. I love how you use darkness and light, how Father will bring you out of the darkness into his light, because he is light, right? So that was powerful in itself. A lot of times we're in these dark places,
Right.
these dark spaces, and we don't even know it sometimes. But there's a difference, there's a change, there's a shift when you move forward out of obedience into what God has called you into. Sometimes we're so much in darkness that we don't even recognize it. So when the light comes, because even a speck of light can turn the whole situation of darkness around. So when God is bringing us out of something, he shines his light upon it. That was so beautiful. And then you said the Lord will rain down on any situation you have and bring you into safety. But when he is doing his work, don't look back. See, we're so programmed into this false idea that we can self-protect, that we really have control over anything when we have control over nothing, because Father is in control of everything. But he will rain down on any situation. There's nothing that you can be going through right now that the Father can't rain down on and bring you into safety. But when he's telling you to move forward, you gotta be obedient, because obedience will be your protection as you move forward, as he's manifesting his word. You gotta trust it. You can't look back to what was. You gotta press forward to what is.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Amen.
You said salty people, and I got through all 11 points. This is the 11th one. Salty people are a result of people looking back at the past. We're so guilty of this, even me myself, right?
All of us are.
We get into these situations and remember the time, that little accusing voice. Remember when this happened before? Remember when this? Oh, you know what happened? You know, we hear all this stuff, but the truth of the matter, what's behind us is dead. So let's choose to move forward in life.
Amen.
In light.
Amen.
In the protection, in the direction, in the advancement of what the Father is trying to do in and through our land for the glory of his kingdom. So don't look back, because we can't change what's happened, but we can get in alignment with the Father to allow his will to be done moving forward. So that was a great word, husband. Husband. That's it.
Hey, look, just to reflect off of, to piggyback off of what you were saying, it was one thing you had said that I didn't even trip off of, but it just slipped my mind, man. But basically, man, we gotta listen to God,
yes,
man.
We did.
You know what I'm saying? That whole situation that happened, with Lot, it was the fact that he listened to what the people were saying to him, what the angel was saying to him. He didn't know them from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? But he knew that it was something that it had to be God that sent that. Because God has sent people to bring you a warning before disaster happens. And that's pretty much what that was. That was a warning. Oh, that's what it was. Another thing, I didn't really say nothing about it though, but when you were saying about how Lot listened to them, yeah, he did listen to them, but at first he hesitated. He hesitated at first. And they had to come to him again and let him know, like, look, you need to get on the good foot. You know what I'm saying? Because this is finna happen, and you need to get up out of here. You and your family need to go. You know what I'm saying? So what I got from that was, do not hesitate. When God tell you something and he show you something, don't hesitate on it. Move, because every second counts. Every second counts, because that one little second you don't move could be the 1 second that you should have moved. So, that's what I got from that. But look, that's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, it's a million things you could have been doing right now, but you took the time out to listen to us, and we truly appreciate it. But if you want to catch any past episodes, any Make It Happen Mondays, any weekly meditations, anything, go to our website, www.buildingblocks916.com. You can also submit songs, testimonies, anything like that. Make sure to email us. That's at buildingblocks.916@gmail.com. Also, make sure to go to our YouTube page, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notifications. But that's Building Blocks 916. But like I always say, keep God first in everything that you do, and know that you had a victory.
Victory.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
See you guys next week.
Peace.